There are drivers out here that just absolutely do not consider the fact that there are others driving on the road. No matter how mindful some of us are, the drivers I'm referring to will never pay it back or ever pay it forward because they're always thinking about themselves. Example, the driver of this damn avalanche. See, this driver is out here thinking that wherever he is going, he's going to somehow get there sooner by pulling as far as he can to the car in front of him when everyone comes to a complete stop like this. He didn't care to consider the fact that there's an intersecting road here where drivers have the option to cross and may possibly choose that option. Well, what do you know, that's what I was trying to do on this day. See, now there's a clearing to go aside from the guy who thinks he's at an advantage by doing this. And yes, he moved up a bit after he realized that he's being that guy, but he was still blocking the intersection. And now I make my way around him and he's still in the same spot. And I can assure you he's not going to get anywhere any quicker than if he had not been oblivious to his surroundings and waited the hell out of the way like he was supposed to. You cannot let your frustrations get the best of you out on the roads. That's just as dangerous as some of these people that are driving like idiots. Take the driver of this pickup. This driver's in the passing lane, would really like to get moving, but is stuck behind someone who doesn't know, doesn't show, or just doesn't care that this is the passing lane. Out of frustration, he's borderline tailgating. Now, as frustrating as this can be, I strongly advise against doing this. It's very dangerous, and it gives the car in front of you more power than you understand. A simple brake check can put a tailgater in a very dangerous spot and have multiple bad results in one scenario. Fortunately for everyone here, this driver was just a bad driver, not a malicious one. When there's a clearing to get out of the way, they do so. However, the driver of the pickup was still in a very impatient state and quickly began to go around on the right. Something else I advise against. Yes, in some cases, you have to go around on the right because the driver in front of you is an absolute moron and will not get out of the way. But a quick decision like this on the road at these speeds is never a good idea if you don't need it to be quick. So then this driver has to pull back into the left lane, which, though it was a foolish move by him, has added to the frustration. As he passes, he decides to give the driver a friendly gesture, but while doing so, loses focus of his own driving and does a hard swerve onto the shoulder. Look, there are bad drivers out there, and you are going to encounter them. I mean, geez, I have a whole channel about it. Just remember to keep your head, because when you don't, it can seriously add to the bad driving. And I'm pretty sure we agree, there's way too much of that already. Let's stop it right here. I want to talk about this shot. Now there's an exit here and businesses over here. Now you have to realize that even though all of these businesses are after the previous street and closer to this exit, some of them are not accessible from this exit. When this is the case, you have to either get off at the previous exit and possibly wait through a red light, bummer I know, or if you weren't aware of where it was in correlation to the exit, then you can simply move ahead and take the turnaround. But here's what you absolutely do not do. You do not drive up to the business you plan on visiting and make a hard stop in the middle of the access road, and then make a slow right turn across 2 lanes of traffic. Look, I'm sure that place has good tacos, but they cannot be worth the risk that was just taken to get in there. And finally, here's a guy who's just out here in his company vehicle, representing the company name, by speeding up on a yellow light from back here and running the red light just to avoid having to sit and wait. Way to go, guy. If the law won't get you to do the right thing on the road, I can only imagine the business ethic.